Hi, everyone. My name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services and the upcoming book, The Online Shift, on April the 4th. And I'm attending a conference for a few days, and that's why some of the lives have not been happening. Also working with clients in between. Some weeks are just the way they are. And it's been really good, though. It's important that I connect with different conferences about learning and development and keep connecting with that industry, with the network there, because there's so much to learn from each other and to stay on top of trends. But I thought I would share. I was part of a roundtable discussion, and I thought I'll hop on a live and just share what I contribute to that conversation, because I've talked about these things in different blogs and videos in my consulting work with clients. And I touch on some areas a little bit in the book. I think I'll have to double check. When you have over 101 tips, it's hard to keep all of it as to what did I write down and what is still in my head for a future book. But we were talking about personalized learning experiences, and I'm very passionate about that learner-centered, focused approach for the learning experience, and that journey, and what are the barriers. And so a lot of the quick tips in the book also really touch on some of those aspects that can become a barrier to someone to show up and to be engaged in the learning. But to have customized, adaptable learning experiences, it's a unique discussion. So I won't share everything that everyone else was talking about, but I'll share some of the thoughts that I brought to the conversation, because a lot of it initially was talking about more high tech, which are great. You know, it's great that technology keeps evolving and that people, there's different approaches organizations can take about this, but I was bringing more into that low tech options for even workshops or other training programs that people are creating, whether it's self-directed learning or live, with other people all at the same time. And if you have questions, please ask them as I'm sharing too. I've got the chat open. So some of the platforms I can see through this live streaming platform, and some I can't at this time. So, the low tech options, I was asking the group what they thought about, and I know it can be a hot topic, talking about multiple intelligences. And really, I approach this as different learning preferences. What gets people excited, those light bulb learning moments, can be partly facilitated with an engaging experience. And people like to be, engaged in a learning experience with different things. Some people like games, some people don't. Sometimes people don't like breakout rooms, or that they feel put on the spot with role playing. But that doesn't mean we eliminate those things. They can be very effective for people to learn through that experience. Sometimes learning can be challenging, and that we actually remember more. So to not eliminate things just because people don't like them, and it's adult learning to build and respect what people already know, to build on that. And a lot of the learning experience is about respect and communication. So giving variety, giving options, that can be a good approach to take. And then in addition to that, I was asking the question about, are we considering accessibility as also part of that learner experience, and making it customized? Whether it's options to turn on closed captioning, or it's considering the adaptability of the resources that we're providing. If someone has low internet speed and they're working with a handheld device, a phone, or especially the internet strength, if it's an all video based, program, what would be customized and adaptable is that people have choice to pick which videos and topics and micro learning options. But the quality of the videos, is there a way to pick a lower quality that's not high definition so that it's easier on slower internet? And some of these thoughts actually are just expanding as I'm sharing what I talked about. More things are coming to mind as well. So I was raising some of that too, to just, we're thinking about accessibility, and it was a great conversation, learning from everyone and everybody's input. Then you think about other things, but customized learning can consider quite a bit of things, partly what people are needing to learn, how we include different testing through that whole process, but also choice and what people like to do during the learning experience. And also not forget that accessibility, inclusive, and it's that can consider disabilities, but it can also consider the equipment and access people have, especially if you're offering something that's worldwide. Can different languages be turned on? Closed captioning, even to understand through different accents, or if people are watching videos or a lesson with, and they forgot their headset, their earphones, earbuds, and they can't listen out loud because they're on public transportation, but they still can read closed captioning. But video is not the only option. That there's downloadable resources. Are they accessible? Can people print them or fill them out online if they don't have a printer? There's so much to consider with making a learning experience inclusive to everyone, and also customized and adaptable to different needs. So it was a great conversation. And I just thought I would bring some of that to you today, of what things were coming up for me, and just echoing some comments that I've made in other previous videos and articles, and some points in the book as well. So thanks for joining me with this live stream. If there are questions, I will find them afterwards and respond. If you'd like me to talk about something in particular in a future live stream, definitely put that in the comments below. And I would love to hear from you. What does it mean to you to have a customized, adaptable learning experience that's learner-centered, but for the individual? What does that mean to you? And what do you think about this topic? Thanks for checking this out. My name is Patricia Regier. Side note before I end, and probably I should just end it, I still need to remember with these lives, this is the after show, that I click these different buttons. The live streams are a little bit different still that I'm adapting to. And that the fact that I'm looking down here, I need to set up some of these things on my Stream Deck that will make it better too. So I appreciate you bearing with me on these aspects of it not being perfect, because the live streams are definitely something that I'm growing into and learning more about with this platform. Stay tuned next week. I've been filming a lot of different segments of updates that are on Zoom. Now, we're not just about the tech. We're not just about Zoom. We're about that learning experience journey and engagement to turn an audience into participants. But I do get excited about the platforms and tools that can help us facilitate that. So there's some fun things and exciting options that really make a difference for facilitation, for producing online on that particular platform. And I think too, it's exciting because every platform's kind of competing with each other. So one platform has something that another one doesn't. It might be just a matter of time. So it's something to pay attention to for trends, or where things are going, or what options might be in the future for our wish list. So thank you again for checking this out and for being part of this. I am going to sign off now. And just smile so that there isn't that cut off because of the delay that happens with the live stream. So there's little things that I'll keep improving on. So again, thanks for checking this out, and I hope you have a fantastic day.